but I'm going to do a little instructional video of how to install a Polaris Tether, the factory tether to your Polaris snowmobile. What I've got here is I went ahead and drilled a hole and put the tether switch right there. And I've got the, right here, I've got this little rubber stopper. Goes right on there. That fits right on there, but for now I'm going to take that off. The issue I was having was actually reading the instructions. They had them kind of confusing on their diagrams, but right here they have a connector. Mine's got this 5-pin connector, and what we're looking at is basically the brown and the black. First, what we're going to do, the problem I was having is when I was reading these instructions, I was confused at what side of the connector that was. When I finally realized that that angle part there, the top left and top right, that actually has a part like that, and that's actually the back side of the connector. So let's look at the connector and the switch here. So I've got this was connected to the back of my ignition switch, and that is right up in here. Let's take a look at that. So this connects right into there with that ignition, and there's 5 prongs there. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect that, which I've already done, and another thing I've already done is let's get this focused. Okay, so there's 5 pins. Remember on the diagram, if we're looking at it this way, because we got these slanted pieces right there, we've got what was called a brown, which was this one on top, and the colors actually aren't correct. We have a brown on top and a black on bottom, and I've already taken those out. But the way you take those out is you actually take like a knife or something and you wedge it up into here, and notice there's like a little keyhole there. You wedge it up into there, you push in, and then you like if I were taking this knife and prying it away from the camera like that, and you pry that, there's a little tab in there, and that tab looks just like that. You see it right there? You see it right there. What I've done is you'll pull them out and these tabs will be flat, but stick your knife in there and just pry that back up like I have. That way when you slide it back into that new connector, it works, or it sticks in there. So I've pulled both those out. Got that one. I got that tab up, and I've got that tab up right there. So right here I've got 2 wires. I've got this solid black one, that'll be our black wire, and this black one with a blue stripe, that one's actually going to be our brown wire. I don't know why they call it brown. I guess the new wires on the Tether are brown. Here's the new wires on the Tether. Okay. Now, here's our Tether connections. We've got this 2-prong connector here, this male connector, and then they also gave us this this new connector here, this female connector. What we're going to do is let's first look at this new female connector they gave us. What we're going to do is what I did was, and the other problem I had was look at the way this connects into there. So it connects in just like this, just like that. Now if we look at these wires, we've got brown is right here. So we've got brown on the left there and black on the right. So what we're going to want to do is go back to this connector and take our black, remember our black, I guess, is on top. Take our black connector, and if this little tab here is the top, we'll take that black connector and plug it right in to there. It's going to make a nice little click sound right there. And we'll take that other wire, that what they're calling brown, and we're going to slide that right up into there. Alright, didn't get that tab up enough. Not too much, I don't want to break it. I'm gonna slide that right into there. There he goes. Okay. Now let's take that and we'll connect it right into that connector. So we're done with that. Now what we do is we take these 2 loose wires that came with our tether, and we're gonna take those, and I wanna route these right so I don't get a mess in here. But I've already taken the time to bend up the backs on those on those connectors. And we're gonna do just like the diagram. Remember, brown was on top, so we're gonna take this brown wire there. See that right there? You can kind of see it. Let me get this a little better. We're gonna take that brown connector right there. I'm gonna slide it upside down. Excuse me, that's a black connector. Okay, we're gonna take this brown connector. I'm gonna take it just like that and slide it in there, just like that. Make sure it doesn't pull out. I'm going to take this black connector, same thing on the other side. I'm going to slide that into there just like that. Okay, now we got those 2. Now we're pretty much done. All we got to do is we take this 5-pin connector, and I'm going to take this and connect it right back up into there. I'm going to connect it right back into that ignition switch. Now give me a second while I do that. I think you can see up in there. Okay, that's connected right back up into there, nice and tight. Now, stick that on there, make sure that's on there good. Make sure my kill switch is up. And we're gonna try this baby out. See if it works. There we go. That's it. I hope this video helps you guys. Take care. It's getting cold out here. My fingers are starting to not work, so